And while that's cooking, I want to make a blacksmithing station. And it's got to be made out of stone, nothing flammable, so we can't actually blacksmith in the house. It'd catch on fire, not good. And I want it close to water. And the reason for that is so that when I am done hammering something out and it's hot, I can just throw it into some water. Now I can make some channels to bring the water from here inland, but it cannot go uphill. So it has to be at the same level as the water. So I was thinking of putting a blacksmithing station maybe like right down here. This is already kind of, into the hills, so maybe we could kind of just, I don't know, dig it back a little bit, have a path coming down, and build a nice blacksmithing station right here, right by the water. We are going to need to clear some area, so maybe what we'll do is just make a temporary spot right here. I can throw it out onto the ice and just dig some of this out. We need, I think, some cobble. Now we take the cobble and put it one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. It is, this block right here in the middle is completely surrounded by stone, at least adjacent-wise. So we will take our charcoal and put it in there, and that will be our charcoal forge. Now the raw dacite, I think we could put it right here. We can take our hammer, right-click on it. There we go. It's a rock anvil now. In fact, you can right-click on it. That brings up the interface. I can take the hammer and put it in the spot right there. So if I'm working on the anvil, I don't have to carry the hammer in my hand. I just have to have a hammer there. So now we just need the charcoal and light that up. That will definitely keep us warm. Is it done? Yes, it has been. No, it still is not done. Now let's write down what we want to make. Pickaxe for sure. A shovel for convenience. A chisel for making smooth stone. An axe for getting more wood. Another prospector's pick. We'll want a hammer, just so that we have another hammer in case our stone hammer breaks. Would be good to have a nice knife. So I looked it up on the wiki, and the charcoal pit actually takes 18 in-game hours. That's 18 minutes real time. So yeah, we're not gonna have charcoal for a little bit longer. Yeah, stay by the fire, stay warm. I need the chisel, I need the quern. We're gonna need more bones though, probably. Nice if we could kill off those wolves. Just so dangerous. I don't know how I can do it. Is that a whole bunch of javelins to throw at the wolves, maybe? Nice if I had a bow. Oh, I make a bow. With string and wood, just like in regular Minecraft. Yeah, sticks are easy. String, however, you can use wool yarn, but you need wool for that. Is that charcoal pit done yet? Huh, I think it is. Do I have a shovel? Don't have a shovel. I need to make another shovel. Charcoal pit is done smoking. Means it's done. Just need to pick one. Let's see, and dig out the charcoal. Alright, let's see how much charcoal we got. And see, now you can dig without worrying about digging up around the charcoal because it's stone. That's why I like using the stone as kind of a border. This is why we need metal tools, so they don't break so often. Here we go. So out of 5x5, 25 stacks of wood, we've got 2 stacks and 7 of charcoal. So it doesn't really go much of a one-to-one, but the charcoal will burn so much longer, and you have to have charcoal in order to use in the charcoal forge. So we got some raw copper, and we've got our crushed copper ore. Plus, there's our bismuth. We've got chalcopyrite, which also melts into copper, so we're going to want that. Pyrite ore, which cast iron. Garnet, no. Opal, no. Tetrahedrite also does smelt into copper. If we wanted to, we could melt some of that as well. Oh, in order to work stuff on the anvil, we are going to need ingot molds. So we are going to need some clay. So we're going to need to make ingot molds. Okay, there's our forge. Now we have charcoal, which I think 7 works. If not, we'll put 1 more. Then if we light it, there we go. Charcoal forge. You throw the charcoal in there, keep it going. Once it warms up, it will warm us up, so we don't have to worry about dying of frost, cold anymore. At least while we're around the forge. Now, if we take up the hammer, we use the hammer on the crushed copper ore, you can get impure pile of copper dust. So minimum you get 1 crushed copper ore instead of a raw copper, because you mined it with a hammer. And then if you use the hammer on it again, it turns into an impure pile of copper dust, 80 millibuckets of copper, same thing, okay? But, see, I threw it in the water, now it's washing. So now I have copper dust, and it's not impure anymore, it's copper dust. It went from 80 millibuckets to 144. So that means you can get 1 ingot out of this copper dust coming from just 1 crushed copper ore versus just 1 copper dust coming from the same materials. So you quadruple how much you get. Very important to do that. So I make the ingot mold. That is not how you make the ingot mold. Is it vertical? It is vertical. Okay. So we're going to make a bunch of ingot molds. Then we're going to put them in the forge. They'll fire up nice and hot. Oh, we're going to need our tongs so that we can handle these things. I forgot about that. That is something new. In Terrafirmagreg, you do not have tongs. That's something that is in GregTech. It's a nice little addition, though, because it's more realistic, right? Okay, these are heating up nice. Oh, don't tell me they need to heat up just a little bit more. Oh, no. I need a bellows. You know what? I think we can make a bellows, though. Bellows is just leather and lumber. We have that. Let's go make that real quick. 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, 3 leather in the middle, bellows. Okay, with the bellows, if I stick it right there, if I right click on it, boom. It just needed a little bit more. Oh, so I'm going to put a torch here and a torch here so I have light, because I'm pretty sure if I pick that up. Okay, I thought it would burn me. Maybe it's only the metals that will burn me. Right, well, I might as well stick those right on the side here, because that's what we're going to do. Going to take these copper dusts, and we're going to heat them up, and when they melt, they will melt into the side here, into the molds, and we will have copper ingots. And then with those copper ingots, we can put them onto the anvil with the hammer, and we'll be able to make things with the ingots. Almost there. There we go. All right, now if we grab it, is it going to burn us? It is not going to burn us. What if I pop it out? Oh, yep, that burned. It's so hot, so hot. Now if I have the wooden tongs, in my hand, and then I pick it up. It's perfectly fine. Doesn't matter. So pick that up, bring it down. It's okay. I got the tongs. Of course, if I want... in order to work the ingots, they have to be warm. So we're going to put just one. We're going to put one in, and we'll leave an ingot mold just in case. It is good to have a backup here. If you have ingot molds or a vessel that's empty, you can put it on the side here. And if you accidentally let the metal get so hot that it melts, it will melt into the side here. If you don't have anything in here, then it will just be gone. You will lose it. Just gone. So it's always good to have something here, just in case. Once this is hot enough, it says can work. Okay, I like to get it a little bit hotter. I actually like to get it to where it says can weld. See, it'll melt at orange, star, 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 star. So we don't want it to get that hot. Oh, see, there we go. Can weld. Now, I like picking that up because then I have a lot of time. Oh, why can I not? Oh, that's why. Okay, so normally you would be able to work this out, but I forgot. In order to work a metal, you have to have an anvil of that level or higher. And this stone anvil, the only thing it can do is weld two ingots together. We should make a hammer mold. Hammer mold is this, yep. Unfired hammer mold, excellent. So we can throw that in there. Okay, looks like these two are about the same. Yeah, so can work, but we want it as can weld. Oh, but we want flux. I forgot the flux. So, dang it, we gotta go get this flux. Get the flux real quick. Hopefully those ingots have not cooled off too much. Oh, shoot. Oh, what happened? My tongs. My tongs. So my tongs broke. That's why I started burning. When you are holding something hot, it will eat up the durability on your tongs. I gotta make some more tongs. Okay, we're gonna put the crafting table far enough away so it does not get burned. We will make our new tongs. Put them in our offhand. Okay, that is good to go. Let's throw those two in there and another one, because we are actually going to mold a hammer with one of these. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take this and I'm going to shift click, place it on the ground. Okay, can work. I'm going to throw that in there so that it will melt. Okay, so I've got these two. Put them on here with the hammer. I can shift. Oh, you got to have flux in there. Okay, flux. Shift click. Oh, I missed it. Not hot enough. Okay, so what I like to do is have two spots. Oh, okay, there we go. Two spots and shift click. There it is. And then we can take it and throw it on the ice. And it should cool off. Okay, we got the mold here. Okay, we got our hammerhead, our first copper hammer. Ha! Now we're cooking. Okay, that image is broken, but that is actually a copper double ingot. And put that on the ground. There we go. That's what it looks like. Twice as big as that. We need a whole bunch of these because in order to make a copper anvil so that we can make copper tools, we need a lot more ingots. So we need a lot more copper. There. Oh, I was about to say there is a chance that the mold will break. And one broke just as I was going to say that. It's hilarious. Now, in order to make an anvil, we look in here. Copper anvil requires the cursed double ingot. You need 7 of them, which means we need 14 copper ingots. Which, let's see, how many do we have? 4, 8, 12, 13. So really we only need 1 more. Oh, but then we got this double ingot that we already made. So we actually only need 12. We've got enough already. Now, what we want to do is throw a couple in, and of course have some ingot molds just in case we miss some. I know I have to shift right click with 2 ingots on the anvil with the hammer. I wonder if I have the hammer in the anvil, if I just need to put the 2 ingots in there and then just shift click. We're going to try that out and see what happens. Well, if you catch it when it first turns orange like that, then let's see. Nope, that did not work. So I do have to have the hammer in my hand. Shift click. Got it. Throw 2 more on. What I found is that when it turns red like that, if you throw 2 more in, throw some more coal in. Let's eat a little bit of food because we're getting hungry. This smithing is hard work, right? Okay, so what I found is if you put those 2 in just as this is turning red, you can grab these out, get them in, and shift click. Pick it up, and throw it out. Cool down in the water. Cool down in the water. Okay, they turned red, so throw 2 more in. Those will turn orange. Kind of a rhythm going here. Oh, another thing that is kind of handy. If you fill up your inventory, just like this, so there's only 2 spots at the bottom, then when you grab these with a shift click, they'll instantly go down here. And if you have your hammer right next to the 2 open spots, then you can do this really fast. Shift click, click, and click. Take it out, throw it, cool it off. Okay. And there we go, 7 ingots. So we grab those, go to the workbench, and put them in anvil shape. Copper anvil. Our first real anvil. I mean, this one was kind of our anvil, but you can't really work anything on it, so that doesn't count. There we go. Proper the copper anvil. So now we can take these bars, we can heat them up in here. So let's just throw one of them in there. When it is hot enough, then on the anvil here with the hammer and flux, we can actually use the plans. For instance, let's see if I put one in, it won't let me. It has to be hot. Okay. We will wait for this to get hot then. So once it gets up to orange, okay, great. Now put it in there. We want to make, let's see, we have the hammer. We also want the chisel. We really need a chisel. So we're gonna make a chisel. And this shows you what you have to do. So punch and bend have to not be last. It can be first or second. If this sequence, the upset has to be last. So upset will move it to the right, which means we want to end up with the left on the bend and the punch, which also move it to the right. So let's see, bend, punch, upset. So we actually need to be that far. That looks like the middle. So if I do that exact same thing again, oh, just a little bit off. Oh, just so close. Nope, wrong way. Here, this way. Too hot to handle. Or not hot enough to work. Okay. Okay, let's try that again. Set. Oh, that was just a little. Nope. A little bit this way. Oh, so close. There we go. Copper file, modestly forged. It took a little while to do that. The less hits that you use, the better it's forged. But that worked. We actually got that. Oh, let's throw some more copper in there. And throw another one of those in there. So it's the copper file head, which you can then throw onto a stick, of course, and make a chisel. So yeah, all these move it to the right. This moves it to the left. You're supposed to get right on. You're supposed to make those two arrows just hit right on, but you have to use those 3 rules, and the rules are different for each one. So you, oh, no. Shoot. No. I'm gonna lose it. See, that's what happens if you don't have ingot molds in there. Oh, and I panicked. Okay, the next thing we're going to make is a shovel. Yeah, because we want a shovel. So we're going to take that out, throw it in there, and we're going to pick the shovel. After the shovel, we need 2 hits, and then the punch has to be last. So we're actually going to be moving to the left some, and then punch to the right. The punch is a little thing. So if I do that, and then that again, and then a punch. Oh, it was so close. Nope, that's right on. Oh, that was so close. And that's right on. Okay. There we go. Not too bad. That was well forged. Alright, that is ready. We want a pickaxe. So we need to do a draw or bend, second to last and third to last, and then a punch last. So let's see, draw, bend, and punch. No, that's too far. So let's draw again and bend it and punch it. No, that's not gonna work. Draw, bend, punch. There we go. Perfectly forged. Wow, that's nice. Okay, there we go. And put it in there. We want an axe this time. Where's the axe? There it is. Okay. It needs to be upset, then hit, and then punched. So upset, hit, punch. So we'll go right, left, right. Okay, so oh, that might be a little bit too far because that's not gonna hit far enough. Okay, so upset. Nope, we need to go this way. Okay, so we want upset, hit, punch. Very close. Upset. Oh, you can see why I like to have it nice and hot. I'm not exactly the best at forging. That's part of the fun though, right? Figuring it out. If you're not like me and you don't think that's fun, you can have this, what's called texture pack. You can have a texture pack that actually shows how much you need to hit on each side. The better you forge them, the better the benefits are. So the perfectly forged affects the mining speed and durability of the tool, so it'll last longer and it will mine better, faster. So I guess you could say that doing the forging really well is kind of like putting enchantments. Oh. There we go. Well forged, not bad. And it just feels good having these on the rack.